you see here, the span between the first and last wins. Sam Snead's 82 wins, encompassing a 29-year span. Pretty fascinating here, isn't it?
That's an incredible stat. I mean, just look what he's doing in literally just over a third of the time of the great Sam Snead. That is unbelievable.
And Jack's last, of course, 86 Augusta. Hogan, 19-year span, and Arnold's last win.
Correct, Bill.
Was it the Bob Hope back in 1973 at the age of 41?
Well, it seems every week, guys, that something more phenomenal happens with Tiger Woods. And, going for 6 victories here at the Buick Invitational this week. He's done that twice before at the CA Championship and the Bridgestone Invitational. So that's another milestone as we watch Joe Durant second.
162 yards.
Try and land it back in that back level.
It's an evil flag.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, right on the crest of the hill.
Yeah, it comes back 40 feet there, David. Every time I've seen so many players down in that area, and not many of them two-putting, I'm hate to say, for Joe. Almost have to aim that one off the green to get it close.
Well, Stuart Sink is in a bad spot here. It's a bad angle, not a great lie. And, well, he'd love to make a birdie. That's for sure. May not be the hole to try it.
Looks like he's aiming centre of the green, unless he's trying to cut it back into the breeze, but I doubt he's doing that. Just straight at the tallest tower there.
Got a signal for 8 iron, which seems like a lot of club. 154 yards downwind. That's a good shot.
Oh, it's a beauty. Right where he was aiming.
Great shot. He judged the lie perfectly.
Yeah, sometimes it comes off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tiger another 20 yards down.
135 yards, just a pitching wedge.
This hole 477.
I tell a lie, he's got 9. He's in a lot of big clubs very softly, trying to keep the spin off it.
Yeah, a little bit too much rotation there.
Yeah, that's the risk.
2003 at the 15th hole. Remember this one? Unbelievable shot. Remember that one, David?
I remember it well. He hit it underneath one tree, then managed to get it to soar up over another and landed it on the front edge and stopped it on a rock-hard green, just from a hideous lie.
And all that from the rough as well.
And needless to say, I didn't call it.
This is what we're talking about. He's had 6 wins in the CA Championship and the Bridgestone Invitational. Today will be 6 here at the Buick. And the other thing he's done is only 4 players in the history of the PGA Tour have won 4 in a row. And he'll do that again here. Go to 18.
And it's Appleby for birdie. Stewart inside that top 10 line right now at 8th position. Jake is going to go for his... Yeah. Did you ever have anything that was anything close to being similar to that move?
Well, my flexibility. No, I didn't see that as part of my game.
Spider-Man move. That's a par for Stewart. Round of 73.
He was in there early on and went a little quiet in the middle.
To 15.
And some big crowds out here. All watching the history being made once again. David, looks like Tiger's going to come up first, even though Joe Durant's first to play. Tiger will chip on, save some time.
Professional courtesy.
Yep.
And just a simple little pop-up and run. He's made a few of these this week.
He made a beauty the other day here to make par. Good lie. Oh, stuffed it. Might have been too good a lie. Well, he's made a couple of uncharacteristic mistakes here.
Well, and this annoys him. It's not, he'll be happy with winning and all the rest, but he will think about these, that's a shot that he shouldn't have
You're
played.
right, David. He wants perfection.
Yeah.
He wants to go through absolutely, look back at every shot was exactly what he intended.
It'll bug him.
Not a second shot at 17, giving it a hit. He's beautifully using
chance for a birdie there.
Growing up, I never would have foreseen Buick going this way. I thought it was for my mom and my dad and that generation, but that's changed. The Enclave looks cool. You can feel the passion and the detailing within the car. It feels like you're driving a much smaller vehicle. It's as smooth can be. You feel like this car was specifically made for you. I think that Buick has made leaps and strides beyond belief. Now that we've expanded our family with Sam, we started looking at safety in a whole different light. I would be devastated if she ever got hurt in a car accident. Sometimes it's not your fault, sometimes someone else's fault, but you also got to be in a vehicle that will protect, just in case something like that ever happens. And Enclave definitely does that for us.
For the FBR, followed the next week by all the fun, frivolity, and great play. Phil Mickelson defending at Pebble, and on to Riviera to the Northern Trust Open. San Diego, Phoenix, Pebble Beach, Los Angeles. Not bad.
That's all right. Can handle that.
Let's go back out to 16.
Yeah, actually 15 here, Jim. We've got Aaron Baddeley putting for par from about 6 feet. Yes, and as you expect to see from next week's defending champion, but having a tough day today, 5 over. He's playing alongside Justin Leonard, who made his par. He's 6 under. Having another good week. We'll go to 16.
And Maldonado for his par. One shot clear of second place, and now back in a tie for second place at 9 under par with Rory Sabatini and Stuart Sink. This hole, 227 yards, wind just whipping from left to right. Holes in the back left. We've had 0 birdies today. 0. As you can see, he has made some birdies on the back 9, thrown in a couple of bogeys. Wind kicking up. 15.
Tiger on the tee. He's got the driver. Huge wind behind. This one will go about 320 yards. Try and aim it down at the very right edge of those tents. You can see in the distance down over that tree.
It's got it teed mighty low there, Ian. Look at that.
Yeah, he has. Going for the penetrating drive rather than the high floater.
Is a screamer down the middle.
Absolutely perfect. Right in the mayor's office there for Tiger Woods. About 340 yards down there, just a wedge or 9-iron, something like that left. Tough part of this hole, though, is the second shot. Stuart Sink now, just a little earlier. Hasn't driven the ball as well today. Might be hanging on his left side a little bit. Lots of blocks and lots of pulls. And while we got a chance, let's check in with Peter Costas.
Thank you, Ian. I'm down here with Phil Mickelson. And Phil, we all know that you've been battling a little respiratory illness this week and not anywhere near up to 100%. How do you feel now at the end of 4 days?
I feel a lot better as the week's gone on. I've gotten my energy back, and I feel good. I'm looking forward to playing next week in Phoenix, and it was nice to have a good weekend where we played a couple rounds under par to get a little momentum for the upcoming weeks.
You've said all week long you're going to use all 4 rounds to evaluate the state of your game and see where it is, given that you couldn't practice as hard as you wanted to coming in. I'm giving you 3 minutes after your round. How does it feel right now?
It's not too far off. It's a couple of simple subtle adjustments. My lag putting wasn't very good. I've got to get better distance control on the greens, and short game wasn't quite as sharp. I wasn't getting it the 3 feet I needed it or less to get up and down. But I started to drive the ball much better the last couple of rounds. I was pleased with that, and my iron play wasn't where I needed it. I've got to get a little bit better distance control.
And how tricky was it coming in with the wind switching around and the wind picking up?
It's tough, because Peter, on holes like 15, you're either going to be 6 feet or you're going to be 60 feet because the ball will hit that slope and come back, and you saw where Fred Couples was 60, 70 feet away. So I figure that you may as well attack some of those pins and deal with missing the green and being right around the hole, and as opposed to trying to lag putt from 70 feet.
Well done this week. We look forward to seeing you the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you, Peter. He has a good record, of course, in Phoenix. Won there in 2005. Had that Friday round of 61. Got a little hard record there at TPC Scottsdale. Backed it up back the following week with a win at Pebble. And PGAtour.com. If you missed any of this week's action, check out the best shots from Tiger and everyone else. But I think that highlight reel is going to belong mainly to the one man who has dazzled us again.